Speaking of legendary artists and bands that we've grown up listening to, a lot of history with Arcade Fire and David Bowie. I just kind of wrote down David Bowie in my notes in my head. I have no question, but David Bowie, you guys collaborated a couple times. What was that like?
Fine.
Yeah,
That was cool.
and that was pretty early too, right? I mean, he was a really early fan of you guys.
Yeah, it was amazing. He was like, hearing, especially when you start playing and he sang and you were like, oh my God, it's David Bowie.
Yeah. No, what he brought to Reflector was incredible as well.
Yeah,
That
totally.
was a very cool record. How did that come together? Getting David Bowie on board with Reflector and doing some background vocals for that.
We met him on the funeral tour. Both him and David Byrne came to a show at Irving Plaza when we were playing there, so it was both DBs. And so we just met him, and he was like, hey, come out to dinner, and we just had dinner, and he treated us like peers.
Sure.
So we were like, okay, if you treat us that way, then I guess it's okay, because I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But then we had a very comfortable human relationship, while at the same time every once in a while being like, that's David Bowie.
Yeah.
That's got to be wild. That's got to be crazy.
But yeah, it made sense in Reflector, and we called him up, and he came to the studio, and he was like, oh, last time I was here, this was Electric Lady in New York. He's like, last time I was here, I was in the A room in the basement, and it was when John Lennon was doing the backing vocals on Fame. Like,
No big deal.
oh, okay, cool. You want to do backing vocals on this song now? Like that? Okay.
And there were like technical problems too, and he was telling great stories. Like he told this one story about when he was playing a show, I think in New Jersey, and Elvis was playing at Madison Square Garden that night.
Okay.
And this was like during Ziggy Stardust. David Bowie, and he got off stage, and he was like, I can make it to the Elvis show. So he got in a car, went to MSG, got there in the middle of Elvis' set, but he was still in full Ziggy Stardust outfit. And he walked in and like tried to take his seat subtly, but he see Elvis was just like glaring at him while he was saying like, you asshole.
This must have been like Fat Elvis era too, right? This was like later Elvis, I would
Maybe like
imagine.
mid-70s, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
mid-70s Elvis.
Early,
Okay, yeah,
early
we'll get to the
70s,
end.
yeah.
Good
Yeah.
times. What's next for the band? I've heard some rumors. I've read some stories. I think I read a quote. Correct me if I'm wrong.
What?
About like this might be the last big Arcade Fire tour for a while. Is that something I heard? Again, I'm
I think
reading
we've
the
said
internet.
that I think we've
Yeah,
said
we're
that
like
every time.
we're really just kind of still touring. Like we really haven't. We have no idea what's coming next.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, I look
Yeah.
forward to it.
Oh, thank
I
you.
appreciate it. And thanks for the time here at the XL Energy Center. In the bowels and some backstage area.
Yeah.
It's good times.
Windowless room.
Yeah.
Miles the DJ with Arcade Fire.